I think reading Misery gives us eyes to see how remarkable this psalm is, because despite the psalmist's experience of God as the source of his misery, he somehow still feels free and perhaps even safe to tell the truth about all of that directly to God. So the psalmist doesn't seem to fear retribution for accusing God in prayer of abuse. So the psalmist doesn't seem to think that this is going to result in losing a foot or a thumb. And the fact that this tortured but relationally fearless psalm makes it into Israel's songbook and into our canon suggests that God can not only tolerate the full expression of our experiences, but that God actually invites it, which throws a pretty significant wrench in any description of God's personhood that just neatly overlaps with Annie. And actually, I think it opens a new vantage point for seeing some of those other texts that I referenced where God appears to be abusive, because their presence in the Bible suggests that God is not committed to censoring how we experience God. So Annie expects Paul to interpret her murderous history and his unfolding experience in the same way that she does. So she wants him to understand all of this as benevolence and wisdom and providence. But the Bible is full of God's people having this very complex, multifaceted experience of God, which frees us to trust and express our own complex experiences. And to have that kind of freedom suggests, at least, that God has a stability, one, that Annie doesn't, but also a resolute, uncontrolling kind of goodness, even when we fail to perceive it or we don't experience it as such.